guys, James Starnes here with DroidMotorX.com, and I figured yesterday evening that I should show my Galaxy Nexus some love, so I decided to install the latest monthly build of Cyanogen Mod 10. That is Jelly Bean 4.1.2 on to my Galaxy Nexus. If we head into settings, you'll see that the latest monthly is built on 4.1.2. So you'll see Android version 4.1.2. Cyanogen Mod 10, they're still doing their nightlies, but instead of putting up incremental builds on a regular basis, they're now doing that on a monthly basis. So once a month, they're going to put out what they consider, it won't be their stable build, but it will be an experimental build that is as stable as it can be. So each month it will get even more and more stable until they come up with a final build. So we're up to monthly 2. This was released a couple weeks ago. The main features here are that it's been upgraded to 4.1.2. So you do have like your screen rotation, which came with 4.1.2. And then we have all the normal settings that we've come to know and love from Cyanogen Mod 10, plus the wicked speed. So you can just see how quick it is. Of course, Project Butter is incorporated into this ROM. If we head into settings, we will see the interface customizations that we can make via Cyanogen Mod 10. We'll start out with the launcher. There's a few things here to note. You can change your grid size. I personally stick with 5x5, but you can go all the way to 7x7. So if you just wanted to fill that home screen with applications, you can do that with a trebuchet launcher. And also, you can remove the persistent search bar. And with this launcher, you can resize any widget. So if we go, we'll just say, we'll do the YouTube widget. So if we put the YouTube widget on any home screen page, we can now resize this widget. Simply press and hold it, and now we can resize it to as big as we want. In fact, we could take up the whole page with the YouTube widget if we wanted. So that's a pretty cool feature there. You can also do that. I find it useful when you're doing your bookmarks widget. So if we remove this one altogether, we can go back and install the bookmarks widget. And then that's expandable. So you can fill up your whole page here with bookmarks, which is pretty cool if you have lots of bookmarks. And so now if we scroll to that page, that's nothing but bookmarks, which can be great for accessing web pages that you need like very quickly. Also, we have some new wallpapers here. I'm not sure that these are new. These are standard with Cyanogen Mod 10. And then we'll go back into our settings. Let's not get away from the settings. We have some lock screen settings here. You have screen security, so you can set like your screen lock screen pattern, or you can do facial recognition. You can change the background, the clock alignment, and you can do weather. So this is pretty cool. It pulls from Yahoo Weather, and so if we go to the lock screen, you'll see what I'm talking about here. So I have weather information. It reads in Celsius. There's probably a way to change that to Fahrenheit, and you can also change your lock screen targets. So if you go to the slider shortcuts, you can actually change any of these to any application. So now if we go back, the browser will be a lock screen target, and that'll open up the browser. Also, you can change your themes. So this is really cool. Any Cyanogen Mod 10 or AOKP theme that you've downloaded from the Play Store will install and show up in the theme chooser, and all you have to do is select the theme and click apply. And then in system settings, you have some other settings as well. You have status bar settings here where you can choose to show the clock or not have the clock at all. You can change the battery style. I choose percentage. And you can change brightness control. This is a really cool feature of Cyanogen Mod 10. If you press and hold the status bar, you can actually change the brightness setting, which is really cool. And you can also show the notification count. Now that's new in M2. So whenever your emails pop up or your text messages, it'll give you a little number count right beside that notification as to how many notifications that you do have. We can also change some settings with our power menu. So you can actually add reboot, screenshot, and power profile switcher to your power menu, which are all there, including your full reboot menu. And then also in your notification drawer, you can change some power widgets. So this would be your power widgets up here. You can add widgets or take widgets away. Then you can also change the order of which they show up. It's pretty cool. You can even add like some media controls here. So if you're watching Netflix, Hulu, or if you're playing music, you can actually control your music or whatever through your media, or through your toggle widgets up there, I should say. And then there's also some navigation bar settings. I've been using the Galaxy S3 so much that that's kind of how I have mine set up here. But to change this, you would click the lock button, and then you can actually long press and hold that, and then change it to whatever you want there, and kind of just go through the whole thing. Or you can add one, take one away, and then you would just lock that back. So that's pretty much it for Cyanogen Mod 10. Overall, this is one of the best ROMs for the Galaxy Nexus. It's very fast, very fluid, very efficient. I'm running Wi-Fi only, but I've been running this thing now for over 24 hours and have 75% on this phone. I'll show you guys how to install it real quick. You'll want to head to the link in the description and grab the Cyanogen Mod 10 M2 and also the G apps. And then you'll boot into recovery. Once you're booted into recovery, it's a very simple install. You'll just wipe data, wipe cache, wipe Dalvik cache, and install the ROM, and then you'll install the G apps. So we will just wipe factory reset, swipe to wipe, cache, swipe to wipe, Dalvik cache, swipe to wipe, and then we'll go back and install, and we'll find the CM10 experimental M2. Select that, make sure that is what you're flashing, swipe to flash. That'll take 2 or 3 minutes. Then you go back and find the G apps. The latest version is 10.11 2012. JB, make sure that you do choose the JB for Jelly Bean G apps. If you flash GB or ICS, that'd be gingerbread or ice cream sandwich, it's totally going to mess up this install. So make sure that you do choose the Jelly Bean from October 11, 2012. That is the latest version of G apps. And then you'll just swipe to flash that. When you're all finished, you'll reboot the system. And then, of course, the new Cyanogen Mod 10 boot animation will appear. Guys, that's been Cyanogen Mod 10, a quick review and install guide. You can find more of me at droidmodderx.com, where I'll have the latest in Android and tech news. Be sure to follow me on Twitter at droidmodderx. Subscribe to this channel for more videos like this, as well as product reviews, hacks, mods, and tutorials. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. It helps me more than you know. Thanks, guys, for watching. I'll see you in the next one.